What up, world? This is the light-skinned petty brother by the name Comedian Silas, and you are now tuning in to the laid-back, petty, and crazy podcast on Slapstick Comedy.
Yo. What's going on, good people? This is your boy Marc Fazon from the LPC Podcast. That stands for the laid-back, the petty, and the crazy. I am 1/3 of your hosting team. To my right, I got
Comedian Silas.
and to my left.
And you got Tay, the comedian.
What happened to your greeting, man?
No, Larry's here. I'm not gonna.
Oh, okay. All right. And Teddy just spoiled the surprise, but we got a special guest in the building with us today. None other than Larry Danflows.
Hey, what up, y'all?
Hey, Larry's one of the few black or white people who got like an S on his last name, so I don't feel wrong adding it. Because Gary Owens, his last name is not Owens.
It's not Owens.
It's Owen,
Owen.
but we gonna call
Owen.
him Owens. We gonna always add the S. But Larry actually has an S on his last name. Larry D in the building. What up, Larry?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good. We're so glad you can be with us today.
Can I tell a funny story?
We here now. Let's be funny.
Hey, we was in the finals at the Columbus Funny Bone.
Right.
And I think before the show started, there was a comedian that wasn't on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And he's breaking the cardinal sin of comedians.
Mm-hmm.
He trying to work his material out on you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Talking about, man, let me tell you about this incident and this. And we sitting there kind of just not giving him no attention. Larry's there, but we didn't even know Larry was paying attention. So he said something about how he got out of prison, but he kept mentioning, am I right, Larry? He kept mentioning how he got out of prison. And wasn't nobody saying why.
He was supposed to be on the show, but he had just got out of prison. He'd have been here. Yeah.
So Larry says, what'd you get out of jail for? Stealing jokes? We was sitting there dying, man. He got quiet after that. Needless to say,
He left immediately.
it felt like a bit. It felt like a bit when he was talking to me. Because, I mean, he's in the comedy club, where we all were having a good time talking about prison talk, and it just didn't feel right.
That doesn't seem like that don't match.
well, he was bombing. That's what it was. He was bombing. So Larry kind of was like, dude, why you here? But that was hilarious. But Larry, tell us about how long you been doing comedy first?
I think just over 2 years now.
Okay.
But I started out with improv.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's a real good start.
And then I took a little comedy clinic, which forced me to put my 5 together, which I love that. And
what was the comedy clinic?
It was out of the Nest Theater here in Columbus.
Okay.
Okay.
The Nest does. They do some really good stuff.
But they only had a comedy a stand-up show once a month.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of spun my wheels for like 6 months over there before I found an open mic.
Right.
But it counts, so I counted.
How'd you do your first time?
I fucking did great.
Oh, okay.
One joke didn't land, and I know what I did wrong. But I was nervous as hell, and that first joke went off good, and I got the laughs, and it all just went away.
It was like, I'm good.
Yep. And then, there ain't nothing like a person coming up to you after the show telling you how funny you were,
right?
And it just keeps you going.
She's trying to adjust your mic.
That's real right there. Like I said, my first time, I did really good on my first time, but the second through
you took a break.
25. Oh yeah, those were all.
Larry, have you taken a brick you bombed before? And what was your bomb story?
Man, listen, it's probably at an open mic,
right?
And then I tell everybody.
That don't count though. Open mics really don't count.
But and maybe I haven't bombed yet. Then
no. Everybody bombs. Like I said, open mics are where you're gonna bomb.
You're gonna do
That's
that.
where you're supposed to bomb at. Now,
but it's
at a paid show. That's where you're not supposed to bomb at.
Mark, what happened at your open mic experience?
So my thought process when I first started was I thought that you're supposed to write a new 5 every week. So I showed up with a new 5 the next week. Now the first 5 was fire. It worked out really well. I had worked on that for some time. This new 5 was brand new. I got on stage. I think I did about maybe 45 seconds, and I could see 2 dudes in the front row. They're like, "Man, this nigga is terrible. He should never do this again." I'm like, "Yeah, that's my time. My name's Marc Fazon. Y'all have a good night."
Hey, I heard George Carlin took 1.5 years to get his first type 5, and you doing it in a week. Yeah. I like that, Mark.
Yeah. So I thought, but like I said, that was a rookie mistake. Like I said, new comics always think that you're gonna write new 5s every week, or you're gonna have like I said, every time you hit stage, you're doing new material. It doesn't work like that.
Do you freestyle, or you just all yours is written?
Who, me?
Yeah, as far as
Oh
Larry.
yeah, mostly it's already in the bag, but I'll
Right.
ad lib a little bit,
Right.
But it's mostly already done.
But at the 2-year mark, you're like I said, when I look at you where you're at now and when you were before,
Yep.
your trajectory is right on where you're supposed to be going.
Yep.
Like
I
I
agree.
said, you're doing like I said, doing ad libs. I didn't do ad libs until maybe year 4, because like I said, back then they were a lot meaner back then. The comics, like you would start comedy, and they wouldn't even talk to you till you was funny.
Yep.
Like you had to had a good set before somebody would even speak to you.
Yep. That's real.
So we didn't ask Larry. Silas, how long you been doing comedy?
I've been doing it 10 years plus.
10 years plus. Okay.
I that same open mic that you said you struggled at. I had my struggles there too. It was called Scarlet and Gray.
Yep.
Hassan was the host. Hassan Hancock.
Yes, I used to be the host back then.
That dude was a dick at times.
He is currently still a dick at times.
He still is. He still is. But I remember my first time doing it. I did all right.
Mm-hmm.
I did all right. And then, you know how you had the moments where you freeze, where you forget your set? Y'all ever had those?
Yep.
I remember I did that at a mic, and it was packed in there.
Ooh.
And I told a joke that it was new, and it didn't go how I wanted it to go. So I just stood there for like 5 seconds.
That seemed like an eternity too.
How'd
And
you
I
feel?
and they were just, everybody was just looking at me. So then I said, yeah, so I kind of did with the women be shy. I was almost in like that kind of mode, like women be shopping. I was almost like
Women
that.
be
But I
shopping.
went into one of my old jokes after I already lost the room.
Yeah.
And they just looked at me the whole time.
When you lose a room, it's almost impossible to
This
get
is
them
how
back
you
to.
know it's bad for you. When you hear people going,
that
when
random cough.
you can hear a cough,
Yeah.
it's like, it's time to get off stage.
Okay, Teddy, how long you been doing stand up?
So I'm 34. I've been doing it since I was 22.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got some time, man. And for me, it's I'm
Hold on, Teddy, you ain't no bomb story?
yeah. That's good.
Yeah, so I can say that my first bomb was my first when I opened up for Spank
Ooh.
Horton.
Oh, and Spank's a beast too.
Yeah, I opened up for him. It was my first ever show. So I got in hosting. That's how I got into comedy. And then
'Cause you're a pretty good host.
Yeah, that's just like my niche.
Yeah.
That's because I'm not boxed in.
Mhm.
You know, that's when Twitter was popping and everybody was like, hey, he was like, who's opening up for me because he was doing a college tour. And my Twitter banged. It was crazy.
College shows ain't no joke.
And he, because I was still at Rice State at the time, so it was cool. And I just remember, he's super nice brother. He said, listen, he pulled me aside because, he asked people how long they've been doing comedy. And I was the newbie. And he pulled me aside and he said, where your people at? And I was like, oh, they right there and right there. So this is during the host. The host is up there, Mike Logan.
Mike's a beast too.
Mike was up there.
Yep.
And he said, so this is your first time, I'm going to give you a word of advice. He said, have you practiced with them? And I was like, yeah. He was like, just watch them. He said, I'm telling you, don't look at nobody else.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? That first joke took off.
And it got
And
comfortable.
I looked to my left and I said, oh, like in the middle of the joke, I was like, oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, that's my time. So I bombed in my head. Comedians know I bombed. My friends knew because I had practiced, but everybody else was like, that shit's crazy. He was up there for like 2 minutes. He never did anything. And he said, you looked around, didn't you? I said, hell yeah, I did. And he was like, I knew you would. But he was cool. He still put me in the VIP. And at that point, I knew that's when the preparation.
Right.
You have to prepare. Because then me and Mike hosted Apollo Night the next week in front of 1,000 people. So my first ever big show was in front of 1,000 people.
Right.
That's what's
The
up.
next week was 1,000.
Yeah.
And I fucking cooked it. Excuse my language. I was like, I'm never going to not be prepared. I'm never going to be over cocky.
Yeah.
But you're always, the thing is, and we talked about this. You bomb. You have moments where you bomb.
Yeah.
But there's also times where it's like that same set that bombed in this room will have them peeing on their pants in 20 other rooms.
So crazy because you don't know.
And that's the
You
fun
don't
part
know the
about
audience.
comedy.
You really don't.
It's like playing Russian roulette. Like, hey, hold on.
Oh, I love it. I can't get enough of it.
You listen. And my thing is this. I tell people like they be like, Mark, you know what set you're gonna do? I said, I don't know what set I'm gonna do until I get in the room, until I see the audience.
Yeah.
I get them like, okay, it's a lot of older people here, or I know like I'm rearranging my set in my head while I'm looking at the audience or while I'm walking on stage. And then another thing that I do now, that because I said I'm a little bit more seasoned, I have at least one to maybe. So I think like I start off and I just freestyle. I'll freestyle the first couple of minutes of my set. And I always know that I can rely on my actual set because my set's fire.
Yeah.
But I'm like, let me freestyle. But what I'm realizing more and more is people be loving the freestyle because they can tell I'm going off the top. So they be like, oh, man, we want more of that. I'll get into my jokes and they be laughing. They be like, bro, you was really cooking. I'm like, so something I gotta work on now is when I'm uncomfortable, I need to stay in that uncomfortability of it. I need to keep working at it. Like so Mark Gregory, he challenged me, he's like, hey, bro, I need you to like I said, so instead of going to what you know was going to work, stick with that freestyle one. Stay with. I'm like, stupid brother. I'm gonna try to encourage me and be supportive. So I gotta do it. But that's for me though. But like I said, I'm at year 9 in November. So we'll see what we're doing. Maybe it's time for me to start talking about doing that special. Who knows? We'll see. I'm in no rush. When everything's happen. So my question for everybody in the room is, who is your comedy inspiration? Like who was the person that you was like, oh wow, like I saw them and I wanted like that person made me want to do this. Silas, I'll start with you.
It's gonna be interesting. Corey Holcomb.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, Corey Holcomb. I seen his style of comedy and I said, it was raw, and it kind of made me want to say, I want to try that.
Mm-hmm.
Based on because he's speaking his mind.
Right.
Now, I don't think my style is like Corey Holcomb or nothing at all. Not at all.
Do you think there is a comic that your style is kind of formulated by that reminds you of you?
Raw.
Raw the realist?
No, raw.
Oh,
just make sure it's raw.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I'm raw.
Make sure it's a raw comedian.
You know what? I actually thought about that. You know how Bernie talk about his kid, like he talk about his the daggone headphone went out.
Yeah,
Did yours go out too?
Mm-hmm.
Is it still working?
She can still hear us. So
still got audio?
Yeah,
okay.
so
yeah,
we're good. Yeah.
Good Lord.
I was gonna say, like, you know how Bernie has that demeanor where he's upset.
Mm-hmm.
I try to pattern me being upset as my funny.
Your cadence, yeah, because that actually works for you. Because like I said, when you're having a regular conversation and you're upset, you're being a lot funnier than you think you are. I'm like, bro, you need to stage.
That's what a lot of people would be telling me all the time. Like, and then I turn some of that into jokes.
Right.
I think that I look at Robin Harrison as another one that was like that. That was angry but funny.
Robin was,
monster. So I try to pattern. I say my style to be around that. Now I'm not gonna compare myself to either one of them greats because them dudes are some.
But that's like I said. But we're all inspired. That's dope. I like those two. I can agree to both of those. Larry, who about you? Like who's your inspiration? Who did you grow up?
Somebody mentioned this to me some months back, and then I threw out anybody that makes me laugh inspires me. But I know that's not specific.
Okay.
There's been so many over. Of course I love Dave Chappelle, but like I said, it's like the monsters in comedy, Chris Rock, George Carlin, the big ones.
Right. And then who would you say your comedy style might be, or you get compared to, I guess?
I don't have a lot of energy in my set, but I don't know.
Tosh,
I kind of haven't tried.
Daniel Tosh, absolutely.
Okay,
that's him.
Yeah, that Daniel could actually work because Daniel is witty, funny. Like people,
I love the show.
Like people don't realize that. Like I said, like when Daniel had a nice run and he was funny.
He was selling out.
He was.
I seen him at the Veterans here in Columbus.
Yeah, he's funny.
Some years back.
Teddy, who was your inspo, and then who was your comedy kind of tailored after?
Mine was the Kings of Comedy.
Okay.
So
a little bit of all four.
I would watch them over and over and over again.
You do give off a sad vibe.
That's where I got my.
Yeah.
That's where I got him and
Ro too. Ro gives off that sad vibe to me.
I thought so early on in my comedy career when I would host, I would always dress up like him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would always do is dress up like Cedric. So, no, it was that Dane Cook. Mm-hmm. So when I got to see that
Dane's run was amazing.
What was the name of that stand up where Dane would walk back and forth,
jumping around all the time?
What that said, I feel like the stage would like go, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
though?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
That comedy set was it was Diddy raw. It was Diddy raw, bro, and I thought that shit was crazy.
Man, why we going in on Diddy like
I'm
that?
not-
But from the Kings, it went Bernie. Actually, it went Cedric because Bernie was funny, but Cedric's cadence I understood.
Yeah.
And then as I got older, I realized that I'm Uncle Bernie, the way I act,
Right.
but I still carry Ceds and Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown from
Hey, Brown is
listen,
funny.
Yeah.
David Mann is a beast.
Yeah.
Like, and what's crazy is a lot of people don't know he does stand up.
He does.
Yep.
He's funny.
Yeah. I have
Yeah.
his cadence just because of the.
I haven't
church
seen
thing.
his stand up,
Yeah,
but I
yeah.
heard about
I
it.
need to see him. I need
And it's
I
his
need him to
voice.
do another tour. Yeah, his voice.
When he gets to that high pitched voice,
yeah.
it becomes when they did that roasting session.
Him and Lavelle.
Lavelle
ate him
Crawford?
up, though.
When
Lavelle
him and
ate him
Lavelle
up.
Crawford did that roasting
Most
session,
people can't go back to back with Lavelle either, though.
Nah.
Like, I salute him for even
Nah.
trying.
he got
Yeah.
Lavelle to come
Well,
up
he
on
started it.
stage.
He started it with Lavelle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lavelle's not one of the people. You just let that. Hey, if he say something about you, like, all right, it's all good. You got it. You got it. You gonna talk about my mama?
What about
cool.
you?
For me, inspo would be Sinbad, Kevin Hart, Chappelle, and Eddie. Those were the guys that I grew up watching. Like, oh my God, I love this. I want to do that. But as far as my style, Kevin, because I talk about my family and it's just personal stuff. And then
I see Tommy Davis.
I get Tommy Davidson a lot because I'm real animated. I'm moving a lot. I've even got Marlon Wayans. Like I said, even though Marlon's his stand up is not as strong as it should be, he's very animated. He like I said, I've seen Marlon go into the audience and jump on somebody, and I'm dying. That's what trips me out about Marlon's special. I'm like, bro, I've seen Marlon live several times. He's actually funny. His stand up is funny. His special just doesn't translate, and I don't know what it is. Like, what is he doing differently than what he's doing on the road? I don't know. I can't speak to it, but it's like it's crazy. Speaking of specials, if you guys haven't watched Deion Cole's new special,
I gotta watch
Okay,
it. I
mister.
haven't watched it
I haven't
yet.
seen it yet.
Bro,
it's funny.
that motherfucker is crazy.
He
I
started
gotta
at the
watch
gate like he like I ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get right to it. Like bam, and he's just going into it. Like it's,
I gotta watch it.
Yeah, I
I
gotta
watched a
rewatch
little
it.
bit of it, but I wasn't in the mood to be watching it, so I turned it off. And I said I was gonna come back.
his
great.
pin game is like I said. His observation, like I said, I love observational humor. Cause like I said, I only do observation when I'm freestyling.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm doing my actual set, I know what I'm doing. But observation is only freestyle. Like I'll do it like if I'm doing like a Twitter post or something like that. And like I said, I do something real funny and I just throw it away. Like I got a joke, I don't even do it. I don't even do it on stage. I'm like, that was just a.
And he stands there.
He stands. He don't
move.
Yeah, I peeped that about his. He did not move at all. That's the stillest I've seen him. Pause or I don't know or no Diddy.
I don't know.
Them
if that's
old
the-
school
I don't
comics used to
know.
do that a lot.
Yeah, you got a
But
silk
you
shirt
got
on.
his-
Because you
wasn't-
crazy.
you got to stand there and you got to take all that.
But he typically.
Whoa.
Yeah,
No, Diddy,
pause
yeah,
on that.
yeah, pause.
He wasn't like that before.
Larry, you get here and make it kinky.
He wasn't like that before. He wouldn't move around and pace the stage and get in this stuff. This thing.
He said he stood there and took all that. Oh my God.
Okay, calm it
You
down.
ain't never stood there and took all that.
Oh shit.
Look, I just
We gotta get out of here, man.
Yeah, I was still thinking comedy. That just
Yeah,
I'm talking about the audience, dude.
Larry, you ain't gonna see it coming, boy.
You know,
That was low, man.
That was low hanging fruit.
Yeah, that really was.
Yeah.
man.
Nah, that was yeah.
But yeah, like I said, but when you think about comedy and stuff
Silas
like
got a
that,
silk shirt on.
That's what's up.
we all
wanted-
get
you want this
inspiration
shirt
and
though,
stuff like
don't
that
you?
from other comics, stuff like that. Like for me personally, nothing makes me feel better as a comic than seeing my homeboy or homegirl rock out. Like if I'm having writer's block, watching another comic do their thing will motivate me. Like
Yep.
like
Yep.
Jason was at the Funny Bone one time. I mean, he was murking that stage, and I was like, my mouth just dropped. I was like, bro, and I had heard some of those jokes before, but they were all hitting. That night, I went home and I wrote like another 5 minutes just off of the fact that I saw him what he did, that how he thought outside the box and creatively. It made me right. So, like I said, that's one of the things for like that. Like what did you do for writer's block, Silas, when you got writer's block?
I think it's that hanging with other comedians
That helps,
and getting inspired, talking to other comedians, and then sometimes just living and going through some stuff.
Living life definitely is a big part of that. Yeah.
That's kind of where I get my comedy from. It's me living and then me having some feelings about a situation that I might have been in, and then I'll create some material about it.
Okay.
Um,
Not bad.
just like how I was telling you about the cruise and all that whole incident on there.
You need to stage all that.
Yeah, it's and that's what I try to do with that. What about you, Larry? What
Larry,
do you?
yeah, like when you got writer's block, what gets you out your funk?
I'm in writer's block daily.
Hey, because it happens, and
'Cause
there's no shame in it either.
I get inspiration that just comes to my head.
Yeah,
And I make a note of it, and then I try to build off my old jokes.
right. Oh,
but,
that's a good one too.
But I can't sit down and write. It doesn't work for me.
And everybody's thing is different. Like I said, for me, I'm having a conversation. I have a random memory, and I'm like, oh, let me put this in my phone real quick, and then I'll go back to it. Like I said, a lot of things, when you have writer's block, one of the things that one of the OGs told me, he said, hey, go back to your old jokes and look at them again.
Punch them up.
And punch them up. Because you have a new mind, you have a new processing of comedy now. So go back to the stuff you did when you first started and punch it up again. I bet you it'll get you out your funk eventually.
That's what they said Samore does. Yeah. They said Samore will record her set, get up that next morning, and watch her set and punch it up.
So she's
to where she's adding more tags to her set. So by the next time you see her 6 months, she got a whole another hour she's doing.
Samore is definitely top 5 female comics out there right now. Like she's just unstoppable on that stage. Teddy, what do you do for writer's block?
So I'll go. So 2 things. The right way is I'll go do cardio until my legs hurt.
Mm-hmm. And that forces you to start writing.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not seeing a correlation.
Muscle failure gets the brain
when
working.
when I'm doing that cardio,
Uh-huh.
it takes a while because then at that point I zone out.
Mm-hmm.
And I just imagine that every step I take is I'm bombing a joke, and then the jokes come to me, and I put on certain music that triggers my brain.
Okay.
And then the other thing is when I can't do that, I go get an edible, and I sit there and I just like I'll start. My friends, they can vouch for this. If I randomly call them, they're like, "You high, ain't you?" Man, I gotta tell you this. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I need you to remember because I'm high. I ain't gonna be able to remember this. And then that's how I do it. Like I really zone into that. Those are the 2 things that get me vulnerable. They get me to the point of like it's scary how vulnerable I was. So like the show I did on Friday, I ain't gonna lie, I took edible before. Like,
before you went up?
Before I even got there, I walked in the building. Like the security lady frisked me, and I told her to do it again. That's how high I was because it was a tingle on my dangle. And I went up there, and I said to myself, I said, if I'm going to say something that is probably going to get me kicked out, fuck it, I'm going to do it.
Hey, man, go for it.
And at that point, and they straight up, and that's when they said, they was like, yo, I don't know, because nobody knew I was high, except people that know me, because I couldn't open my eyes. They was like, whatever you did, do it every time, because you were so deep, and like, you didn't care, and the punches were there, and you were just talking. Get there. I'm like, man, that's a lot of weed. I can't be doing that all the time.
Yeah,
but that's kind of what I do.
That's a big thing. Like I said, like you don't ever want to be inebriated or on the under the influence every time you perform, because then you're chasing a different type of high. You're not getting the high from getting on stage. But like I said, I'm not against it at all, but just not every time.
Well, no, that was actually my first time ever getting up inebriated doing the show.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So like normally I just get high at the house and voice record or call people when I do the jokes. It's there. But this time I was just like, you know what? Have fun. I think I told you guys when I met Tracy Morgan, he straight up said, listen, you're a comedian for a reason. Have fun, you get booked for a reason. So go show them that. And I was like, you know what? Let me do something that even if I bomb early, it had like a mental health aspect to it because he had the DEI, Franklin County people there. I just can come back and start talking to mental health and I'll be good.
Right.
They was holding their stomachs. And then that's when I realized, okay, like you don't actually have to get high on stage to go this deep. You just got to believe in Teddy the comedian.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, in terms of comedy, what was the best night in your life in comedy? Larry, we'll start with you.
Man, I ain't had it yet.
You ain't had it yet?
It's coming.
It's coming. All right, respect. Silas, what about you?
It's rough.
I had a couple, man.
Okay, give us some examples, brother.
I remember, I got a couple of them.
Don't be bragging.
Couple at the Funny Bone. I remember, remember that show we did for the Improv
with Teddy's with Terrence's group.
Was that Terrence's group?
Yeah, Terrence the Guy Show. Yeah.
I ripped that joint that
Yeah.
night, man. That was one of them ones where,
It's kind of out of body experience.
yeah, I ripped it, and it just felt good. Like I was like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing.
Right. Okay.
That was a good night.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the time I opened up for Carlos Miller,
That was a good one. Yeah.
and I was kind of pissed at that show.
Mm-hmm.
Was that right before COVID?
Yeah, it was before COVID.
I saw you. I was there.
Mm-hmm.
Did
was
you do
there?
the 9?
Huh?
Did you do 9 o'clock?
No, I did the 7.
Yeah.
So maybe I saw you
7:30.
after. Maybe I saw you after. But I was there.
Man, I ripped it, and I remember Ro coming up to me because it was a point in the show where they started laughing, and then I started laughing, and then they all start clapping real hard.
Mm-hmm. That's an amazing.
And Ro was like, "Nigga, I felt it when they did that, man. I felt it right there."
Hey, a pep talk from Ro will get you hyped up to do. Hey,
and-
man, you do about anything, bruh.
And yeah, and that was a good set.
Okay.
I remember that night when we did Go Bananas in the contest.
Mm-hmm.
That to me was a crazy set to where I could have said I farted, and everybody was like
Everything,
I was in the zone. I remember
everything he was saying was hitting.
I remember looking at a lady because Go Bananas stage is like you pretty much only like maybe 2 to 3 inches off the ground, but the audience is like really right there in front of you. And I seen this lady fall almost out of her chair when I said something. And I looked over, it kind of startled me a little bit because she was laughing so hard. But they was laughing and clapping every time I said something. I said, yo, this is surreal. I hope they had this on tape. Luckily they did.
Yeah.
And that was the last time they taped at that time. So we got lucky.
Yeah, that was dope. Teddy, what about you? Are you still going?
No, I was
Okay.
I was gonna say those are 3 that I can remember
Off
the
top of
most.
your- yeah, okay.
I did want to give one more set though that I thought I killed.
Okay.
It was the first time I did like some long time when we did that church for Bishop. We did Bishop Delaney's church, and they had me headline.
Yeah, that was amazing.
And I recorded that. The way we recorded it,
Yeah,
that was a fire
that's
set.
fire,
But
yeah.
that's it. That's all I got there.
So Teddy, you got any more?
Yeah, so my I remember when it was a couple years back, and I had to put on one of the best sets of my life. This chick was trying to keep the baby, and
Tell me, wait,
I'm
what?
like, where he going?
I need
with
some
this?
context.
I'm like, where's
trying
he
to
going
keep
with this?
the baby,
He trying
like
to
the
keep
rapper and the baby,
Nah,
or
she
a
was-
baby?
she was
Listen,
pregnant,
Roe
and
versus
we
Wade.
she was pregnant, and we was right there. And I
Okay.
had to put on the best set of my life.
Mm-hmm.
I said, "Now I done saved all this money."
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And I had her laughing all the way to the clinic.
Nick,
You know what I'm saying? I just want
This
you to
is
know. She's married now.
So you paid for the abortion and had her laughing on.
She's married right now,
Yeah.
That's
and
what's up.
now we're here.
shout out to what's her name?
Yeah, absolutely. But no, other than that, that was my best.
Mark,
set.
you ever paid for an abortion?
No, I had.
That's
I
a
gotta
wild-
pay
that's a
for it.
wild question.
That's a wild
Yeah.
question, but I have.
That means yes, he has.
I have.
Larry, you ever paid for abortion?
Oh man, I think somebody they had medical. They had it.
he was an accomplice.
I did it. I don't even know if she got it or
So-
not. But
so,
I was like,
Larry,
do
now
not
that
have no
we're
baby
here,
on me.
Yeah.
Now that we are here and we've asked this question,
Look. This nigga, he couldn't wait to get to this. Go
I
ahead, go
just
ahead.
want to know: do y'all role play with the cane?
Oh shit.
I just want to know: do you pull the cane out like Big Daddy?
Oh, the cane. Yeah,
Yeah.
I want to put that on stage. I want to remind people it's not a pimp cane yet. It's
Yeah.
still a blind service cane.
Hey, you need to stage that. That's funny.
Mhm.
Yeah,
It's still
but I
a-
know you role play with it.
Nah, I don't, man. I just started using it really recently.
Damn, really?
Yeah, this is all new to me, Teddy.
Oh, wow.
This is real. This is some real.
That'd be crazy.
This comedy and losing my sight. It's kind of all came together at the
No,
same time.
what happened,
Oh,
Larry?
wow.
So what happened, Larry?
It's
Yeah,
it's
that's a
a
good question.
degenerative disease called RP, and it's a genetic disease that you inherit. But I don't have anybody in my family that got it, and it just basically takes away your sight slowly.
Damn.
And as you get older, it gets
How long? When did it start happening though?
I'd probably stop driving at age 27.
Oh wow.
How old are you, Larry?
I ain't gonna tell you.
He ain't divulging that kind of
Well,
information.
I'm looking at the
You
dreads.
don't really have no grades, so
Age, I'm gonna go
You
46.
put some numbers on it, but
I
he
figured
he
it
not gonna
I'ma
confirm or
say
deny
like-
anything.
I'm gonna say late 30s. I'm gonna give him late 30s.
Yeah.
But what I you know what? Just let us know as soon as you role play. If you role play with it, you need to be on the show. Then I want
role play.
fresh
You know what? I can
details.
still have a good time without pretending to do something else. That's where I'm at with it because it don't come around enough for me.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
somebody else in
time
here.
to put on a costume.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody else in here going through the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Just one married, one single. You know what I'm saying?
For me, the greatest, I got a couple greatest nights in comedy. The time I did the show in Marysville, and we were walking in, and I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool if my name was on the marquee? I look up, my name and my picture was on the marquee. I was like,
nice.
yo,
That's real nice.
that was like, I ain't even hold you. Like if I was one of the guys that got choked up by stuff, that would have been the one. I was like,
that's real.
That was top 5 for sure. Another one for me was I did a show with the Funny Bone. This was like my first show with extreme gospel comedy with Nicole Carter.
I remember that too.
I was doing my set, and she said, "Hey, just do a quick 4 or 5 minute set." I did my 5. And I said, "Hey, yo, that's my time. My name's Marc Fazon." And they was like, "Oh, we want more. We want more." I had never had somebody ask for more comedy after I got off stage. That was
there was a comedian that told him not to do none of those jokes he did.
Told me flat out like, "Oh,
and
yeah, that ain't
he
funny."
went up there and ripped it.
I was like, but in my heart, I knew, like, so you know something's funny. Like when you got something that you know is a heat.
It's yeah.
He told me.
I think we was all. I think I was one of the ones that was like, "Bro, I like it."
Yeah.
And he was the main one. Like,
me
it
not
just
to do
ain't
it.
gonna work. It's not gonna work.
He came back and he apologized. He's like, "Hey, but I was wrong." I was in my house dying laughing listening to it. It was amazing set. Another one was I did a show with the Native Tongue where Trip Fontaine was hosting.
Oh yeah, you
and
killed
the
that
lady
one, too.
fell out of her chair laughing. I couldn't stop laughing after that point. I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, oh man, that's hilarious. Like that's the goal, to get somebody like to laugh so hard they fall. I'm like, oh yeah, that was.
That's how I got back started. Trip.
Yeah. Shout out to Trip. He doing amazing things and stuff like that, man. That's the guy, man. He all over the place.
Hey, I'm gonna share one now.
Okay, go ahead then.
It was probably the Funny Bone.
The Funny Bone, the finals.
Because it's
You killed it.
the big room.
Yeah.
But what was I pulled number 1. I went up first.
Oh yeah, that's a tough spot to
that,
have.
everybody's favorite, and I felt good.
Yep.
And somebody and it's funny. One person, a friend of mine, said they saw the video and they said that was good, and they asked me, which I don't get this very often. They said, "How do you feel?" And I was like, hey, that was it, because I never felt that good before on stage.
Because like I said, when you're killing, you know you're killing. Like it's in your delivery, it's in your cadence, the way you walk. Everything is like. The only thing I can equate it to is in The Last Dragon when he got the glow.
Yep.
Like that's the only thing I can equate it to. Like without talking about something drug related, that's the only thing you could like. It's like
There's
it's
different levels of killing too, though.
Bruh, that's
like
another,
when you first get your first kill,
Yeah.
it's euphoria from that. Like you like, wow. But then after you see it and then you see somebody really kill, then you like, all right, I get to that level. And then it just keeps going. But I think there's different levels to
There
it.
definitely is. I just felt comfortable up there.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even about the laughs.
Yep.
I just felt good.
just felt good.
And I mean, I ain't felt it since.
But that's
it.
the thing. It's like the comedy guys all come in. It's like they're shining a light on you. Like, bro, man, it's easy.
The planets lined up.
Yep. Everything lined up.
I gotta find the videos, but there's 2 or 3 videos. Somebody recorded me doing a joke, and I literally say, "I'm cooking right now." They hear me say that. Like, I'm cooking right now.
Hey,
I'm in my bag.
Anytime you see me kind of lean against the wall, put my
Oh, yeah,
foot up,
hey,
I'm on another level.
Mark did his lean.
Yeah,
he did his lean.
He got him.
I'm super cool right there. When
the
I'm
hook,
that
fish
bag,
is on the hook.
Yeah,
This shit free right here. That's what I'm gonna give y'all free.
Yeah.
Another sign when you really, really killing it, when you want to get to your next joke, but they laughing.
They still laughing.
And you kind of want them to quiet down. You like, no, let me get to the next. You gonna really be laughing.
Yeah, that's an amazing feeling.
Yeah.
Man, I just started. I've been using that time to remember what my next joke is, and I've been getting lost in that laughter.
That's another thing too. Like I tell people, like, listen, when you do like those 5-minute sets, you got to plan for laughter, those applause breaks. Because like I said, the first time that happened to me, I was at the Funny Bone, and I did a joke that went really well, and one of my OGs was like, bro, why did you keep going? I said, I didn't have anything else. I didn't know that joke was going to do that well. The joke went so well, they were still laughing. I was trying to go to the next joke because I didn't know the joke was going to do that well. It was the first time I did it. It was like, yo, this is crazy. I'm like, I had nothing ready for it, but it's an amazing feeling right there. Question for each person. You can only pick one, and you can get one honorable mention. Favorite comedy special ever?
Oh. What, you asking me first?
Yeah, we'll start with you.
Eddie Murphy Delirious.
Okay, that's a good one. You got an honorable mention?
It's got to be one of Dave Chappelle's.
Okay, fair. The new joints he did?
I'm going to actually go back to not Killing Me. It was Killing Me Softly, the one he did. That was his first special.
We talking about the one in San Fran?
The one in San Fran, I think, What It's Worth.
That's
my
honorable mention too.
That's probably one of his best specials.
Hey, that special
is hilarious.
Top notch special. That's a good one. The joke about him got a hostage situation on the train.
Yeah.
And he like, it wasn't life threatening. Like there was a homeless dude jerking off.
Dude was beating his meat.
I was like, yo.
Yeah.
That was when I was like, hey, I said he thinking on a different plane.
That
was back then.
When he said when he's talking about how Michael Jackson, how he changed his skin to like make the way he said to make himself to make people like him, and he said how he shaved his balls. He was gonna put tattoos on his balls. That special is hilarious, man. To me, but Delirious is funny. Delirious to me, I think is funnier than Raw, and Raw was the favorite.
Yeah,
but Delirious is just a whole nother level.
No argument. Teddy, what's your favorite special and then your honorable mention?
This is tough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say. So it was it Cat Williams Pimp Chronicles? What was the one in the
that's a good
Pimp
one.
Chronicles 2?
That's
when he was in the green?
Yeah,
that was masterful.
Yeah.
That's a classic special.
That's
like
a
there's
good one.
like there's not one part of that special that I would take out or change. It's fire from start to finish. No arguments.
He took off.
Yeah.
That separated him from everybody at that time.
Because it was the giant mug.
Yeah.
Every time he comes out with that giant pimp mug, I die.
Yeah.
Honorable mention, man, that's tough because you have the Deion Coles. You have, I'm just going to throw this, man. I think that Shane Gillis. Shane
is a problem.
That bro. Shane Gillis is God, bro. The dude is just, it wasn't on that one, but it was one of the clips when he talked about how, if trans people want respect, just play football and beat Alabama. He does this joke because he talks about how Remember the Titans was just 8 weeks, and they went from hating black people to those colors. They're good people. Those are good people. And he was like, so he went into like the trans. He was like, just get a football team, beat Alabama, and I died. But I think that one that he put on Netflix, man. But it's tough. Like top 2 is tough because
it is. It's so many different.
We could take
specials.
all, and I know Larry's about to say his, but we could take. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 because of Mish. We could sit here for 10 hours and put whatever on, and it's like, bro, I don't know where to rank this shit because
it's so hard, and that's why I only did 2 because I'm like, we would be here all night long. If I had said 5,
bro,
it would take forever. So Larry, your favorite special and then your honorable mention.
Man, I was racking my brain over here, and then I remembered Teddy, and I thought he was gonna steal my answer, The Kings of Comedy, because that was one of the first ones.
That one was
masterful
as well.
That was masterful.
I'm just gonna say Dave Attell's new one.
Oh,
because he had the LPMs was on fire in that last set.
Okay,
that last stand up.
I'm gonna check that the Dave out.
What about you, Mark?
For me, this is tough. But one of the specials that I saw when I was young, like I said, the Eddie and the Richards, those were always great classics. But the one that kind of let me know that I could do it was Sinbad, Son of a Preacher Man.
Oh yeah,
Sinbad, that was great. That was good.
Yeah.
When I see that he stopped talking, he stopped doing his set and he started asking questions to the audience. They would answer his questions and ask him questions.
Exactly
he would do 10 to 15 minutes on the stuff that they was talking about. I was like, yo, this. I said, and I didn't even know what freestyle and any of that stuff was, but I was like, yo, this is. That was, and then the fact that he does it clean, I was like, yo, man, I can really do this. And then my honorable mention, I was going to say For What It's Worth, that was my honorable mention, but my honorable mention. Domino Effect.
Yeah.
And it's hard to choose.
Ali Sadiq.
I don't know which one between 1 through 4, which one's my favorite, but any last one I can put on right now.
I'm gonna tell you out of the favorite out of them, 2. Because 2 made you laugh and cry.
Like that's like I said, I've never.
I literally teared up with him
I cried
when he talked about his sister, his sister Pat.
And I knew it was going to happen. Like I said, I know this mother effer's not about to say that.
But then the way he brings you back, because he said, "Man, I'm selling dope," and I'm like, "Nah, I could kill you right now." He said, "The only thing that made me laugh was this dope fiend dancing in his drawers, cooking the dope," and like everybody started laughing, and then he wiped his tears away. Yeah. I said, "Nigga, that is genius." Because he had you like the whole audience was completely quiet.
Everybody was quiet. He like I said,
you felt his pain.
That's how you know a good comic if either you can get them to be completely quiet and listen to you and be engaged.
It's command.
He had command. Because I said, first and foremost, Ali sits down and he commands that room from sitting down. First of all, that's not easy done, but he did that and it was quiet and like. You can't hear it, but you can see people wiping their eyes in the audience. Like it connected with everybody. And then I said, there's no way he's gonna get us back laughing. Got us back laughing. I was like, yo.
And think about it, all his specials are one story.
Yep. Just one long
He's
story.
literally just breaking down the story, like in 4 specials.
Yep.
And it's like, bro, this makes how
he
much
said
drugs
he ain't
did you
done
sell?
yet either.
No.
He said he has
like,
another series he's doing after this one.
It was only from like 16 to like 20. Like it was
he
only
wasn't
like,
even talking about his 20s.
Well, he talked about the first special was when he was like 9.
Yeah.
So he talks about that up until he's a teen, and then the second one goes from teen to, like when he went to jail, and it just goes on from there. His jailhouse moments. He said his next series is going to be when he first started doing comedy, the dilemmas he ran through.
So when he comes in November, that's probably what he's gonna start. I don't know because he don't know me do this.
Let me ask y'all this. So if we're talking about Ali Sadiq,
okay,
what stops y'all from being that vulnerable on stage?
That's a good question.
You know what I'm gonna get to with him? He's built up that comedy equity to do that.
Because you got to have comedy equity to be that vulnerable on stage.
For one,
because a lot of stuff he's saying isn't funny, but it's entertaining, engaging.
He said something. He said a comedian was going to comedy classes, and they was teaching him lines per minute and all this stuff. And he said that comic seen Ali do stand up and said, "You just broke all the rules to what I was taught, and I can't believe it the way you did it." But see, he's automatically at a stage in his career where he
got 30 years
long,
in the game.
but he's doing long sets. He's doing an hour. So with him doing an hour and people are already coming to see him, he could take 5 minutes to get to his first joke.
You guys do story jokes?
I'm a storyteller. I'm a story. Like I said,
I'm not.
Most black comics are storytellers. Like I don't know what it is. It's innate. Like
you punchline.
I want to
be. Larry
I want to be a story. I
want
to get into my storytelling bag. I really, I want to.
What's that? He's on Larry. There is a guy on TikTok, and I think he's been doing his clips come up, but it's an older white guy. He does the your mama jokes. So like I saw him on he did it with Tony Baker and them. You know how like they'll go back and forth like
doing the dad jokes and stuff like that.
There is a white guy that if you close your eyes, you would think it's Larry. Because
you gotta find the guy and send it to us.
Because his cadence.
Are you talking about somebody like Honest John or somebody like that? Is that the dude's name?
No, that ain't Honest John.
He's older. He's an older white guy. I think he's from New York.
That sound like Honest John.
He's got some flavor to him like Larry. But this is the thing, like when his cadence.
Is he wearing like a flannel?
Does he sometimes?
Does he have the George Jefferson cut, like with the hair on the side?
That sound like him.
He grew up in Chicago in the hood.
That sound like Honest.
It sound like Honest.
Here, let me look him up.
Because Honest John is. I did a show with him in Cincinnati.
He's older.
He a beast too.
He
a beast too.
But he reminds me, if this is the right guy.
You know how unfunny you got to be for comics, like for comics to say you're not funny. Because I said, like, even a comic, I'm not a fan of their style of comedy.
Yeah, Honest John.
Funny, yeah, Honest John.
That's exactly
look him up.
I thought of that.
Honest John is Larry.
Honest John was like, and so like I said, Honest John was on Comic View.
He's on Def Jam too, wasn't he?
Def Jam.
He's the first white dude to kill on Def Jam.
Like I said, for you to say you want to do Laugh Last, most white comics, they trying to do that room because it's
Right.
not it's not set up for you to win. It's set up for you to have to you got to fight.
It's not a setup for us to win either.
I want to earn it.
Yeah,
But
see, that's what separates you from other comics. Because I know a lot of white comics who won't do it.
They're comfortable with where they're at.
I want to walk the line.
Yeah.
I want to make everybody laugh.
That's exactly the problem. That's what you
should
got to
be,
do
yeah.
though. Because like I said, my thing is this: like I don't be like, oh yeah, I'm black people funny, I'm white people. No, I'm funny. That's it. Like people are, oh well, you're a clean comic. No, I'm funny. I just happen not to cuss. That's it. That's all that matters to me. Being funny. And like I said, my thing is this: like I said, in any room, I'm gonna find common ground with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
But back to your credits, which is an amazing question. First and foremost, don't be over here interviewing me, brother. You got
About
he got your Larry King suspenders on, so now you think you think your show now.
Let me cross my legs. Tell me about those Negroes.
For me, I'm
Sorry, look. Tell me about the Negroes.
I'm vulnerable on stage to an extent, but there's certain stuff that I don't think I can make funny. And that's the struggle. Like, so I think it takes time. Cause like I said, I think what comedy is all about timing and preparation and, so I think there's some stuff that I am going to be fun. Like, I don't think any of us really do jokes about our mom and how they pass. Like Silas got a really funny joke about his mom that he won't do, but it's funny as all get out. He said, his mom had recently passed and some girl was like, is there anything you can do for me? And he was like, man, I love some pussy. And I was like, hey, shit. I said, that's hilarious. I said, you need to stage that. Some sympathy pussy is a great bit. But once again, he hasn't found a way to tap into that. Like it was just him being authentic.
It takes time for me to come up with, like, I got a bit where I talk about doing a couples massage. Mm-hmm. I just been able to turn that into a joke.
And that happened, what, like 5-6 years ago?
And I've been working on it for like 5 or 6 years. Because I used to just tell the story, and it's a long story. Mm-hmm. But then I've chopped it up to where now I've gotten to the funny of it.
But that's the thing, too. Like I said, like when you're a storyteller, a story, you can tell a story. Like if I'm typing out, like I can do a Facebook status, because people are going to read the whole status and get the gist of it. But with a story, I got to figure out a way to trim some fat. I got to add tags to it, because if I'm only doing 5-minute sets, if it's 4 minutes for me to get to the funny, nobody, like one laugh is not, even if it's a huge laugh, it's not worth all that time. So
if you're only doing a 5-minute set,
that's the struggle. Like I said, but like when I get asked to do longer sets, I'm trying. Like I said, when I get if you give me a 30-minute set, hey, I'm gonna do my thing in that. Like that's why I personally don't do the contest, because I can't really get my rocks off in 5 minutes. Yeah. I need more time than that. Like I said,
you get your rocks off in 5 minutes?
Man,
shit,
that's not what she said.
I come quick. I need more time. Like, and this is like shit, not on no diva stuff.
You get it off in 3 minutes. Yeah. What you talking about?
Not on no diva stuff. I don't leave the crib unless I'm doing 15 or more. That's where I'm at in my career now. Like don't call me if you want me to do a 5-minute set. Now, it's a few of my OGs that could be like, yo, like if Rose said, hey bro, can you come out and do a quick set? Dangerous. Those are my OGs. I got you. But like just like a regular mofo, like, hey Mark, can you just come out and just do a quick little 5-minute set for me? Nah, brother, I'm not doing that. I need at least 15 to really get into my bag. So that's where I'm at with that. So that's for me though. But like I said, the more time you got, the harder. Like when you get, like I said, I'm at 45 to an hour now as far as set material that I know works. So how do I choose which 5 to use? Yeah. How do I decide what 5 that I'm gonna go with? It's so hard.
What about you, Larry?
I'm not there yet. Okay. I want to be. I think I'm hovering around 20 good minutes. Mm-hmm.
That's good.
But being vulnerable though,
that's good.
That's funny. I was thinking about that when he said that, because a lot of people were telling me to tell more blind jokes, and I didn't want to do it.
I was one of the ones.
But once again, if you, like I said,
I didn't want to do it at first.
It has to be authentic for you, and then like I said, you got to make it your own, Larry. So I do think that there's a space for it, but I do think it's going to be something that's going to come with more time, the more season you get to it, and like
more living and going through
the more
who you are and.
In that space, because like I said, the stuff you said about your Uber rides and everybody asking you for money now to get rides and everything, that's a joke in itself right there. Like you I don't even think you realize, like you were just talking about it, just being authentic. It's some funny in there. Like, man, my son gonna ask me for $15. I had that boy escort me to the bathroom. I said I was in the living room, bro. Like you ain't even gotta do all that.
What you should do is when he talked about that, you put your phone out. Every set you should pull your phone out. I like you texting and say, no,
I was telling him I'd be listening. Siri do my first joke for me. That's what I would tell him. But.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Too.
This is all. I mean, I wanted to be a comic, not a person with the disability.
Right.
I want to make people laugh with jokes, and
Right.
everybody say, "Oh, you didn't lean in on the blind stuff."
Nope. I agree 100%.
But it's who you are.
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Let me
I
say,
got some stuff now.
there was a comedian in the World Series of Comedy. He burned himself.
Yeah.
And he had won that round, and that's all he talked about was him. And he made fun, and it was dark what he was talking about.
But
he made that be his strength on stage. And I remember Damon was like, he gonna win this competition.
I mean, at the gate,
And this was the first. I think this was like the 5-minute set round, and he was like, he gonna win this whole competition.
Yeah, I didn't even know about that one. I'm gonna look into that next time.
The World Series of Comedy, I think it's a great opportunity.
It's tough to get
but
on.
it's tough to get on, and then once you get there, the people who advance the most are people who do a lot of satellite states, stuff like people they personally know.
Yeah.
So for me, I did a wild card round, and the guy pulled me to the side after the show was like, "Hey, I want you to come back again." So I advanced to the next round. But each time we went down there, we had to go 1, 2, and 3. And I'm like, man, if the room is not quite ready yet, I'm like, man, if I just could have got a little bit later spot, if I got 4 or 5, and the room was ready, I could have felt like, man. But it's nobody's fault but my own. But like it's like I said, it was a great opportunity. I really learned some stuff and everything. Like, and because Kenny Mock was the one who told me. Kenny was like, bro, you need to sign up. And I'm like, man, I don't know. But once again, so Larry, if I give you any piece of advice, if one of your OGs, somebody you respect in the game, says, hey, you should do this, I think you're ready for that, don't argue, do it. Yeah. So like I said, somebody says, hey, you need to tap into this a little bit more, you need to do this, stretch yourself and do it. So like I said, Kenny told me to do it, and when I got in, I reached out to him and was like, oh yeah, what should I do and everything. I talked to him, and I talked to Ronnie Chanel, who was a beast as well. She got her opening for Martin Lawrence, and
she capitalized off of that.
She capitalized off of her opportunities. But like I said, she's somebody that's super funny and just a sweet person. And she was like, Mark,
cool people.
I get to see her next week.
Oh, she's
or this week.
Yeah, she's
no, wait,
amazing.
next week. My bad.
She's cool people.
She gonna be here
too, man.
No, up in Toledo. There's something going on.
Yeah, she's good people, man.
Super funny. But like I said, I reached out and she was like, listen, she said, don't go into the contest trying to win. She said, go into it, make an impression, and network.
You don't have to win to do good.
Nope, exactly. And that's what. Once she told me that, I was like, all right, bet. And I took that and I ran with that. I'm like, yeah. I networked with some people and I built some relationships in the World Series of Comedy, and I'm good. So, we'll see. I said that next year, we'll see what happens. We know what we're gonna do.
Hell yeah.
I think we can go ahead and close it up for the night. Before we get out of here, Larry, where can they find you at on social media?
I'm at Larry Danflows on Instagram and Larry Danflows on Facebook, and I'm working on a TikTok, YouTube stuff. It ain't ready yet.
Okay.
Yeah, get that up. Something Ty taught me. The Ty Skin told me. He said, "Bro, post everything you do as a short on YouTube. Don't even worry about it. You don't even got to check it because it's not like a social media. I be posting videos on there, and I forgot I posted them on there. I checked back in a couple of days, and I got 1,000 likes or 1,000 plays. I'm like, bro, what? I only got like so many subscribers, but like, hey, post your stuff. Whatever it is you do, post it. Post it on all streaming platforms. Because I was just telling the comic today, he be posting stuff on everything else, and then he'll post it on TikTok, and he'll do real good numbers on TikTok. Should be posting more on TikTok. Certain comics.
You're right.
Okay.
I'm trying to get back on it.
Hey, because like I said, once you get them 1,000 followers on TikTok, you can go live, and going live just is a game changer on TikTok. So. And then the problem with, like I said, like TikTok got stipulations. So let's say you got 500 followers and I got 1,000. I can go live and I can try to invite you in, but it won't let you in because you only have 1,000 followers. I'm like, bro, that's so petty. Teddy, where can they find you at on social media?
Sorry, there's this beautiful midget that I've been following. And I'm about to slide in her DMs.
Is she like a local midget or like a celebrity midget?
It don't matter.
I mean, little person, man. We so
Silas.
Politically correct.
I just want one so bad.
You say
you're like collecting or something like that. Yeah, Teletubby.
You gonna have a hard time getting at her with that old timey talk.
Yeah. No, absolutely. No, I'm just, if I have on Silas's orange shirt, then I can do it.
She gonna find you from
everywhere.
He want to be light skinned. It's bad, don't he, man?
You want to be dark skinned?
No, I don't.
You come in here, Mish. Don't he come in here tough as hell?
I want to be. I want to be who I am.
Larry, this nigga come in here like a thug in a brighter wing shirt. Oh, yeah. Like, like, come on, nigga, put a little swerve to it, baby. You know what I'm saying? Move your shoulders.
Nigga, you got the Christopher Williams earring in your ear. You got the hoop with the cross on it.
I pull it off.
I'm
a banker.
That's light skin shit,
and it
though,
works
man.
just every time.
I'm just saying.
If you can
So,
try
like
it.
Larry, when they get to roasting each other, I just let them do it.
Yeah, right.
Let them do it.
I'm cool.
You can listen. You
I don't want to.
We all know Larry. We all know Larry. You ain't got to show off for Larry.
I got some earrings in my ears.
You know
man.
what I'm saying? Larry just
these
like
real,
you got some diamonds out there.
Real diamonds.
Larry just like I'm another nigga in the street.
They
you know
real
what I'm saying?
diamonds.
Like,
You know, I don't need the hoop. I got diamonds in my
got
ears.
the diamonds with the fresh khakis.
You know?
He got the fresh khakis. I'm talking about.
Hey man, I'm a supervisor, man. I gotta dress the part.
Do you lean back and cross your leg like? So tell
I
me.
can't
why.
get my leg up there like that. I can't even do it.
Oh, we were talking about this earlier, and I promise I'm gonna tell y'all where y'all can find me. We said, Larry, that the Silas said he's going on a diet.
I am. I'm trying right now. Yeah, I am.
It's hard work.
What I say, Misha? Did I say I had a headache and stuff? Because I'm not drinking any caffeine.
Now, what I would say, don't go cold turkey because you will have headaches.
I know. I took some ibuprofen. I'm gonna just go through. It take about 3 days for me.
I would say
I'll be
also
alright.
this: do the no sugar, no calories, but like I said,
No carbs, no sugar.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get to that.
Because I said that way,
trying.
so that way you're not going cold turkey. Because I said because you will have a headache. Like I said that it'll hit you up.
Do you
I'm
remember
trying.
the Zach Galifianakis joke when he talked about cold turkey? It was Between Two Ferns is his show, but it was his only special where he was like, we always say go. What do you say? Something about going cold turkey. Do you think turkeys are cold or some shit like that? Zach Galifianakis,
Super funny guy,
was one of the funniest people.
Yeah.
Ever.
He's always doing bits and stuff like that. He's hilarious.
But you can find me each and every Monday, Men's Mental Health Monday. Next month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, also Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So we will be getting guests. We're looking for organizations to partner up to. Like I said, the reason I'm dressed up and look like Silas's dad is because
You don't look like my dad.
I was
Trust me, you don't look like my dad.
I was at the Chamber of Commerce, and
Go ahead and flex a little bit.
The one in Hilliard, and when I tell you I got multiple guests and multiple organizations just to sit there, and again, I'm just doing it for Key Bank, but I kind of had to throw my 2 cents in there, and I have cards in here for me to reach out, and how can they help, and how can they give money, so mental health is real, and being vulnerable and being a comedian helps. Also, politics, Make sure that you go vote. Make sure that you're in tune with it. But you can catch me at Hey Teddy the Comedian. Okay. Me and Isaac are going live.
That's real cool.
Teddy,
so
and
those
Teddy's,
are formal. My bad. I don't forget what I was gonna say.
I was just gonna say.
Didn't mean to cut you off.
You was getting ready to say something. I was
gonna say those are formal
My bad.
suspenders, but I couldn't get it out.
Well, he's just dressed like a public defender. He's going to defend your case for you. He's coming in there with
Defend
the briefcase. But Mark, where can they follow you, bro?
You can follow me everywhere. That's MARC_FAZON. I gotta say it like that because of Fabulous, That's Marc Fazon everywhere. Instagram, Facebook,
Hey, did you go to the Kurt Franklin concert?
I did not, bro.
Dang, I thought about you.
And you can find me on all social medias under Comedian Silas.
And we can find our executive producer
and
all her merch, which is going on sale right now. It's not really on sale, but hey, she's selling it at comedyslaps.com. Brand new slaps. Hey, get that merch. 'Cause I just bought something myself, and I can't wait for me to rock it and everything, and do a little shimmy in it, because just got support our executive producer, our engineer. She do a little bit of everything. She be in here cutting onions, doing taxes. I'm not saying Misha Jamaican, but it's out there. Listen, this is the LPC Podcast. My name is Marc Fazon, and we're out.